I'd like to welcome you to the site of our future co-located middle high school. I'd like to first ask everyone to rise for the singing of our national anthem by Abington High School student Leah Alessi.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'd like to welcome everyone. Nearly 4 years ago, we began a journey, and each day we draw closer and reality becomes realer and realer. Whether it was the approval at the town meeting for the feasibility study, to then the approval of the feasibility study at the ballot box, to then the approval at town meeting of building the new school, to then the election, which was nearly unanimous, to then breaking ground and seeing shovels in the ground and big, heavy yellow machinery behind us at work. A lot of people that played a very significant role in achieving this milestone. And while it's been a long journey, we have close to 3 more years to go. I'd like to thank our partners, the MSBA. For everything you say about state government, I'll tell you, it's probably one of the best run organizations, and it's a well-oiled machine. So it's been a pleasure to work with them, and we appreciate them contributing such a significant portion of this project. I'd like to thank our local and state officials who have been with us throughout the entire process, showing up at meetings and making sure that everyone understands the importance of this project to the community. I'd like to thank members of our professional team, KBA, Mary Mahoney, our owner's project manager, Roger Bodie, our assistant project manager, as well as Troy and Scott from AI3. I'd like to thank members of the building committee. I can't tell you how many hours that these people have put in, but what I can tell you is over the past 4 years, it equals something in the thousands, and we still have a long way to go. But everyone that's put forth the effort, it's been phenomenal. And we have such a great cross-section of members of the community, people with professional and technical expertise to add insight into the project. They've really helped make this project what it's become. I'd like to thank members of the ABC. They were the ground troops that got out, spread the word about this project, and made sure that the community understood the importance of the project, but that they also got the correct information. Without them, this wouldn't have come to fruition. I'd like to thank the faculty of Abington Public Schools. There was a lot of time spent in the design of this project, and while many of us will only see the exterior of the building, what's truly important to the community is the education that those students will receive inside of the building. And without the faculty and the amount of time and effort that they put into the visioning sessions and truly ensuring that this became a building that would educate our community, their work has been paramount. I'd like to thank the community at large for supporting such an important project. It goes without saying that the community understands the importance of the education and that this building will help us accomplish that. And I think that's evident by the votes at both the town meeting as well as the ballot box. And finally, I'd like to thank our students. the students that occupy this building, it's going to be a little bit of a disruption over the next couple of years, and we're going to do our best to make sure that that's kept to a minimum. But we're also hopeful that they'll learn throughout watching this project as well. So I'd like to thank them, but thank everyone at large that's contributed to this project. I'd like to invite up Ellen Killian, the chairperson of the Abington School Committee, to say a few words.
Good afternoon. On behalf of my fellow school committee members, I'd like to welcome everybody here today and also thank the residents of Abington for their support and generosity in this exciting project. I'd also like to echo Mr. Testa's thanks as well to the committees, Abington Building Committee, the ABC Group, as well as our local other committees, the Selectmen, Finance, Zoning, as well as everybody up at Town Hall. I'd also like to thank Superintendent Schaefer, Superintendents Michelle and Thomas, as well as their administrative and support staff for the hours of countless amounts of paperwork to get us here today and going forward. This is a really exciting time for the children and the families of Abington, but it's also a little bittersweet for so many of us here that graduated from this building here, but it's really exciting, and I just like to say thank you again to everybody. Thank you.
I'd like to invite up Senator Keenan for a few remarks.
Good morning, everybody. It's a pleasure to bring, good afternoon, I guess. It's a pleasure to bring you the greetings of Massachusetts State Senate. And I know there's been a lot of thank yous that have been given, so I'd like to just take a quick different approach. Congratulations to all of you who spent so much time and effort putting together the planning and then convincing the people of Abington that this was the way to go. Congratulations, truly a great job. I think you'll find, and I've been through this a few times, I was on a school building committee back in the late 1990s in Quincy, and then having seen this unfold over in Abington, over in Holbrook and also in Rockland, you'll find that the school becomes a magnet, that it will become the center of activity here in the town, that people will want to come to the activities that are here. They'll take much more interest in what goes on, and that is such a great thing for the students who will call this home in the coming years. The commitment that Abington has made to its future is truly outstanding. So again, congratulations to all of you, best wishes, and we look forward to the ribbon cutting. Thank you.
I'd like to invite up Representative Deal.
Congratulations. Thanks, Richard, and wonderful Abington Holbrook School that we see being built behind us. I'm kidding, of course. That was the original plan years and years ago. This has been quite an iteration of proposals. But congratulations, and thanks for allowing me to be part of this momentous occasion for the town of Abington. It's really a great day for those of you who spent so much time for so many years to make this new school a reality, and an even greater day for the children of Abington whose lives will be forever changed for the better when this project is complete. I especially want to thank, like everybody is doing here, the leaders of Abington who put up so much on the line to get to today. The Abington School Building Committee, led by Chairman Richard Testa, is the governing body for the project and is comprised of members of the Board of Selectmen, the School Committee, the Finance Committee, the Town Moderator, who helped make sure this day came as well, the administrators and staff from Abington Public Schools, and several residents who were able to lend their expertise and time to this project as well. The town administrative staff and departments have also done a lot of background work with finances, planning, and permitting. And also key to this project has been the professionalism and guidance from the Mass School Building Authority, led by Executive Director Jack McCarthy right here, and Matt Donovan, where are you, Matt? Right back there, Chief Operating Officer, steady hand throughout the whole process. Finally, we can't forget our former state treasurer, Steve Grossman, who shared with me the view that this new school was vital to the academic success for the children of Abington. Horace Mann, a Massachusetts legislator and whom most people recognize as the founder of universal public education, said in 1848, which is not the year of the Frollo School, by the way, education, beyond all other devices of human origin, is the great equalizer of the conditions of men. the balance wheel of the social machinery. On October 18, 2014, with an overwhelming 83% vote by the town in favor of the new school, the people of Abington reaffirmed their commitment to providing future generations every available advantage in the classroom, housed in a state-of-the-art building on an impressive campus that will serve all students of the town and ensure their academic success. We'll see that success translate into college placements and careers that meet and exceed the standard of excellence that Massachusetts demands, both as a leading state in the country in education and as a global leader in innovation of content and technology by which it's delivered. So I want to sincerely thank everybody gathered here today, and most especially Superintendent Schaefer and his team, who've worked so hard all these years to make this a reality. Thank you very much.
I'd like to invite up Jack McCarthy, Executive Director of the Mass School Building Authority.
Boy, that sun is like right in our eyes here, isn't it? Good afternoon. On behalf of Treasurer Goldberg and the rest of my colleagues at the MSBA, thank you for allowing me to be part of this. The mission of the Mass School Building Authority is to partner with Massachusetts communities to promote the design and construction of educationally appropriate, flexible, sustainable, and cost-effective public school facilities. This project happening behind us certainly meets that ideal. I just want to say a little bit about our participation. We're participating 58.97% of eligible costs, and that'll be around $50 million when it's all said and done. And, you know, I get to come here and take the credit for all of the hard work that my staff does, and just know that you're served well by the people at the MSBA. I also want to thank Representative Deal and Senator Keenan. You have no idea how many times they call us to get projects going and how quickly closely they monitor what's going on. So you're being well served on Beacon Hill with these two gentlemen, and I want to thank them for their leadership. And now I want to congratulate Richard and his committee. You've assembled a great team of consultants, AI3, KBA, and Brait Brothers, and I know they're going to build this building on time, on budget. And why do I know that? Because they've done it before for me. So congratulations on picking a great team. And they're all over there. That's the guys that are going to build this for you and design it. So I look forward to being here, cut the ribbon with you guys later. A newspaper reporter named Dan Valentine described a school as a building of four walls with tomorrow inside. I'm proud to play a little bit of a role in the future, the tomorrow of Abington. Thank you.
I'd like to invite up Peter Schaefer, Superintendent of Schools.
It does feel a little ironic that I'm here for a groundbreaking, and yet we have quite a bit of broken ground behind me. I don't know if that's been lost on anyone. I would be remiss if I didn't start by thanking our representatives, our elected leaders, John and Jeff. They've been superior. They've been with us the whole time. And Jack McCarthy at the MSBA, superior leadership. All of the people in Abington, the volunteers who have worked tirelessly. And I'm going to get back to those volunteers in a moment, but also our professional staff who've worked so hard to make this day happen. So it was 15 years ago, we began a site selection committee and a feasibility study under the old SBA guidelines. And then there was a moratorium on construction in Massachusetts. And then we all know the toughest recession in all of our lives, in our generation, hit just following that. And we didn't stop. We continued to work hard. And all of those people who care so much about the community of Abington and the children that we serve did thousands of hours of work. We generated thousands of pages of reports and studies and information. And so whether you were one of those people who were with us 15 years ago, or for the last 5 years, or you knocked on doors to make this happen, or you simply saw the wisdom in it, and you support it, I want to thank you on behalf of myself personally, but also the students that we serve in the Abington Public Schools. What you have done is you will have improved the education. 70% of our students will be educated the day we open this building in this new building. 70% of the students in the Abington Public Schools. The other 30% will have improved educational space using the existing buildings. So you have truly affected the lives of 100% of the students the day we open this building. Each of them will have an improved educational space, state-of-the-art facilities, the educational spaces that they need to be successful in today's competitive world. So the thank you that from the bottom of my heart for all the work that people have put into this, because it's been a labor of love, is really nothing compared to the pride that you should all have, that you've improved this community so much and improved the lives of the children we serve. So with that, let's build a school.
I'd like to thank everyone that turned out today. Obviously, July would have been a little bit better, but I'll take it any time of the year. I want to thank everyone. I want to invite you back in 2.5 years, hopefully a little less, to cut a ribbon. Is again, significant accomplishment, but will only be overshadowed by the actual ribbon cutting in a few years from now. So thank you, everyone. Feel free to stick around while we pick up some shovels and move some earth ourselves.
Let's do that one more time. Pick up the sand, hang on to it, don't do anything, but all right, everybody look at the cameras and smile, and then on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Very nice. All right, how about school committee? Members of the be the camera. Good? All right. I got it. Okay, then on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was good. Just kind of like hold it up. There you go. Now look at the camera. Work the camera. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, ready? Everyone looking right here. Everyone looking right here. That's all right. Okay, those who have a shovel, get a little bit of dirt and hold it up in the air. Or hold it like at your waist. There you go. And toss it.
Last night.
Hey, let's get. That says like it's supposed to wait for 3, but they always want to deliver on 1. All right, grab it again. All right, we're gonna do another countdown. You ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Very nice. That's much better.
Watch a little closer. All right, you following it out, Felicia?
Okay.
Ready? You following it? Keep going. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, beautiful. Anything else?